TV soap news and spoilers say that in the labyrinthine world of Beyond the Gates, where trust is a fleeting illusion and danger lurks behind every corner, a heart-pounding drama unfolds that has viewers gripping the edges of their seats. At the center of this electrifying saga are Kat, a relentless seeker of truth, and Leslie, a cunning manipulator whose dark secrets threaten to destroy anyone who dares to uncover them. As Kat edges closer to exposing Leslie's chilling crimes, a sinister question hangs in the air. Will Kat become the next victim in Leslie's ruthless campaign to protect her deadly secret? In this high-stakes game of cat and mouse, the hospital corridors have become a battlefield, and the truth may come at a deadly cost. A fateful encounter in the hospital. The tension in Beyond the Gates reached a boiling point during a fateful moment in Laura's hospital room, a scene that would set the stage for a cascade of shocking revelations. Kat, driven by an unshakable sense of justice, had been keeping a watchful eye on the hospital's comings and goings. Her instincts led her to Laura's bedside, where she caught Leslie lingering in the shadows, her presence as unsettling as a storm cloud on a clear day. Laura, a vibrant young woman in her 20s, lay motionless, her life hanging by a thread after a sudden and inexplicable heart attack. The sterile hum of hospital machines was drowned out by the weight of suspicion as Kat's gaze locked onto Leslie's fleeting, almost predatory expression before she vanished into the hallway. In the aftermath, Kat and her steadfast ally, Jacob, huddled in a quiet corner of the hospital, their voices barely above a whisper as they pieced together a chilling deduction. Laura's heart attack was no accident. A dangerous spike in her potassium levels had triggered the crisis, a medical anomaly that pointed to deliberate tampering. Someone had slipped into Laura's room and injected a lethal dose of potassium chloride. A silent, invisible weapon that could stop a heart without leaving a trace. The realization hit Kat like a bolt of lightning. This was no random act of misfortune. Someone in the hospital was a predator, and the evidence was beginning to point toward Leslie. A shifting suspicion. Kat's investigation had initially zeroed in on Eva, Leslie's enigmatic confidant, whose evasive answers and guarded demeanor raised red flags. Eva's cryptic comments and nervous glances had made her a prime suspect in Kat's mind, but as the days passed, a different picture began to emerge. Like a fog slowly lifting, Kat's focus shifted toward Leslie, whose polished exterior masked a calculating mind. Every interaction with Leslie revealed subtle cracks in her facade, a too quick smile, a fleeting look of panic, a hesitation that spoke volumes. Kat's instincts, honed by years of unraveling mysteries, screamed that Leslie was hiding something far darker than anyone could have imagined. The hospital, once a sanctuary of healing, had become a maze of secrets, where every door could conceal a threat. Kat's pursuit of the truth was relentless, but it was also perilous. She and Jacob knew they needed more than suspicions to bring Leslie down. Their attention turned to Shanice, a nurse who had been on duty the night Laura's heart stopped. Shanice's reluctance to speak only fueled Kat's determination. Could she have seen something, or someone, that held the key to the mystery? Rumors among the hospital staff whispered of a strange figure, Lulu Lenhart, a nurse who appeared on Shanice's floor that fateful night, her presence as fleeting and unsettling as a specter. Was Lulu an innocent bystander, or was she another pawn in Leslie's dangerous game? A mother's confession, a daughter's betrayal. The plot took a devastating turn when a bombshell revelation came to light, one that left viewers reeling. In a moment of raw, unguarded confession, Leslie admitted to her daughter, Eva, the unthinkable. She was the architect of Laura's suffering. It was Leslie who had driven Laura off the road in a calculated act of violence, her hands gripping the steering wheel as she forced Laura's car into a ditch under the cover of darkness. But her cruelty didn't end there. As Laura lay vulnerable in her hospital bed, Leslie slipped into her room, a syringe filled with potassium chloride glinting in her hand. With chilling precision, she administered the dose that nearly ended Laura's life, all to protect a secret so explosive it could unravel her. Carefully, Eva, caught between loyalty to her mother and the weight of the truth, made a choice that deepened the web of deceit. When Jacob pressed her for answers, Eva's eyes darted nervously as she wove a tapestry of lies, shielding Leslie from exposure. Her deception was a desperate act to protect her mother, but it came at a cost. By covering for Leslie, Eva had unwittingly tightened the noose around those closest to the truth, particularly Kat, whose relentless pursuit made her a growing threat to Leslie's carefully constructed world. A deadly dance of truth and deception as Kat inches closer to unraveling Leslie's sinister plot. The air grows thick with danger. Leslie is no ordinary foe. She is a predator who strikes with surgical precision and no remorse. Her actions, driving Laura off the road, tampering with her reveal a chilling willingness to eliminate anyone who threatens her secrets. Kat, with her dogged determination and sharp intellect, has become a beacon of hope in the darkness, but also a target. The closer she gets to exposing Leslie, the more precarious her position becomes. Leslie's secret is a ticking time bomb, and she will stop at nothing to keep it buried. The hospital has transformed into a battleground, where every shadow hides a potential threat. The creak of a gurney, the flicker of a fluorescent light, the distant echo of footsteps in an empty hallway, all carry the weight of impending danger. Kat's every move is watched, her every question a step closer to the abyss. Leslie has proven she is capable of unspeakable acts, and Kat's pursuit of justice has placed her directly in the crosshairs. A staged accident, a poisoned syringe, or a whispered threat in the dead of night, Leslie's arsenal is as varied as it is deadly. Will Kat's courage be her salvation, or will it lead her to a fate as grim as Laura's? The clock is ticking. Time is running out for Kat and Jacob. They must act swiftly, interrogating Shanice and tracking down the elusive Lulu Lenhart before the trail goes cold. Shanice's testimony could be the key to dismantling Leslie's web of lies, but her silence suggests fear, or complicity. Lulu, meanwhile, remains a phantom, her sudden appearance on the night of Laura's heart attack raising questions that demand answers. Was she a witness, a conspirator, or something else entirely? The answers lie just out of reach, and every delay brings Kat closer to becoming Leslie's next target. Leslie's calm exterior is beginning to fracture, her carefully controlled demeanor giving way to desperation. A cornered predator is the most dangerous kind, and Leslie's actions suggest she will go to any lengths to protect her secret. The hospital, with its endless corridors and hidden corners, has become a chessboard where Kat and Leslie are locked in a deadly match. Each move Kat makes brings her closer to the truth, and closer to danger. A future shrouded in uncertainty as Beyond the Gates races toward its next heart-stopping twist, viewers are left breathless, their pulses racing with anticipation. Will Kat's relentless quest for justice lead her to triumph, or will it seal her fate? Can Jacob and Shanice uncover the evidence needed to bring Leslie to justice, or will Leslie's cunning allow her to slip through their grasp once more? And what of Lulu Lenhart, whose shadowy presence looms over the mystery like a storm cloud? In the treacherous world of Beyond the Gates, safety is an illusion, and trust is a luxury no one can afford. Kat's pursuit of the truth has placed her on a collision course with a killer who has already proven her willingness to kill. The outcome remains uncertain, a tightrope walk between victory and tragedy. Will Leslie target Kat to silence her forever, or will Kat outmaneuver her adversary and expose the truth before it's too late? As the shadows deepen and the stakes soar, one thing is clear: in this deadly game, no one emerges unscathed. Tune in to Beyond the Gates to discover whether Kat will survive Leslie's wrath, or become the next casualty in a war waged in whispers and shadows. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. TV soap news and spoilers for more updates on Beyond the Gates.